Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a very simple makeup tutorial, and so yeah, if you would like to find out how I got this look, keep on watching. So what I like to do before I put on makeup is to prep my face, and today I will be using the amazing cup of coffee mask from Lush, and I love it not only because it smells absolutely amazing, but because of the freshly ground coffee beans. It really exfoliates my face and makes it really soft and a bit brighter, and it also moisturizes it, which I like, especially if I'm gonna put on makeup for the day and I'm really sweating, the weather is gonna get to me, so I love to put on a mask to prep my face before putting on makeup. As you can see, I'm not absolutely covering my face 100%. I am avoiding the eye area and close to the mouth, not only because it's recommended, but it also, because of the coffee beans, you really don't want anything in your eyes. I've had that happen to me before, and trust me, it hurts. So you really want to be careful with this and not to try and get it in your eyes especially. So now what you want to do is to wait a couple minutes. There's no set time, just a couple minutes, and maybe during this time, take a couple selfies, talk to your friends, and Snapchats. Or what I like to do to pass my time is actually watch some Netflix. And I'm currently trying to catch up on all the TV shows over the summer before school starts. So do whatever you'd like while you wait for the mask to dry up a bit. So after a while, you start to realize the mask doesn't feel as wet as it was before, and this is around the time that you want to wash it off. And when you do, make sure you use lukewarm water, not too hot, not too cold. And make sure you don't have any spots like I do on your neck area, as you want to make sure you get all those little coffee beans out. And when you wash it off, you want to make sure you rub it in to get those coffee beans exfoliating your face. So once you wash it off, you want to put some moisturizer. I have to because my skin tends to get a bit sensitive after mask. So yeah, put your favorite moisturizer on and be ready for makeup prep. So now I'm applying the NYX pore filler, which I like to put around the T area, which is the bottom part of your forehead and down your nose, and of course around my cheek area. I accidentally put out too much, so I'm putting on a bit more than I usually would. Now using the light cream from the NYX color correcting concealer, I am putting it on any pimples I may have or any breakouts, just to cover it up a bit before using the other colors. Now I'm using the green from the same palette, which is usually used to cover up any redness, which I have all the time around my cheek area, and then I'll be using my beauty blender to kind of pat it down a bit before applying foundation. Now I'm using my NYX Gotcha Cover Concealer, which for some reason I like to put in swirls. And using the Smashbox Primer Water, I put on my beauty blender to make blending the concealer a bit easier. As you can see, the green from the color correcting is disappearing, which is exactly what I want. So don't be afraid to use color correcting. It will not turn up when you put on your foundation or concealer. Grabbing my brand new Kat Von D Lock It foundation, I am putting it in around spots around my face. You don't need too much or else it'll look kind of overshaded. I've had that experience before, and I'm just putting it around my face, and just like with the concealer, I am spraying the Smashbox Primer Water onto my beauty blender and blending it gently around my face. Now grabbing my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder, using a small sponge, I apply it to main areas around my face, usually under the eyes and around the forehead, just to mattify the foundation before moving on to eyeliner, eyeshadow, and of course my brows. Now using another small sponge, I am going to be using my Strobe of Genius NYX Illuminating Palette and applying it to the cheekbone area and the middle of my nose to give it a nice highlight / glow. Totally forgot to do my contour, so using my NYX Sculpt and Highlight, I am using the darker shade to contour the top of my head, the bridges of my nose, and my jawline. And using my beauty blender, I am blending that in. And I recommend with the jaw area, you blend it down towards your neck to really emphasize your jawline. Now, using a fairly weird but amazing makeup hat, I am applying tapes to the side of my eyes to help shape the eyeshadow so it doesn't get to any other part of the face. So using my Naked palette, I am applying a dark shade on the outer area of the eye socket and around the area where you usually put eyeliner. And I'm blending that in a bit, and I'm using it kind of as a guide for later on. As you can see, I'm now using Blackout, where I had originally put Verve, and I am putting that to create the shape of the eyeshadow area. After blending that all in, I am going to be using Booty Call to create a lighter inside as a contrast to the dark outside. And lastly, I will be using Booty Call once again and blending everything in so that it looks all nice and smooth. Next, once you are satisfied with your eyeshadow, you can move on to eyeliner. I'm going to be using the NYX Epic Black Mousse Liner, and still with the tape, using it as a guide to create my winged cat eye. After the eyeliner is done, you guys can take off the tape. As you can see, my eyeliner is a bit uneven. I'm still learning, and I hope that with every video I release, I will get better. You can then apply your mascara and then move on to your brows. You can use either powder or pencil. Today I am using NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour. And this is because I did not have my angled brush, which I'd usually use with the powder. So what you want to do is to brush down your eyebrow hairs using a spoolie, I guess that's what it's called. And then brushing it up after you did the initial outline, and then continuing on to shape your brows the way that you want. And when you're done with that, you can brush them back to where they originally were and neaten it a bit. And with the second last step, you want to apply your favorite lipstick. Today I am using the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Child Star and applying it to my lips. And lastly, I am using the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray to put everything together and all nice. Lastly, you can style your hair any way you want. I'm just letting my natural hair down, and there you have it. It's a very simple makeup tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.